Hey guys, I'm cooking with Jen.
So today we are going to be making another one of my good old recipes, fish and chips. Definitely a must try. So if you want to know my get down, then keep on watching. So what you're gonna need, your main ingredient, fish. And what I'm using here is tilapia, but you can use any fish you like, the traditional cod, catfish. I use them all. It's really your preference. A couple pinches of sea salt, a pinch of black pepper, an 8-ounce bottle of beer. Now you can use pretty much any beer you have on hand. I'm using this. It's one of the beers my honey likes. And a question that I always get, will this fish get me buzz? Can kids eat it? No and yes. There's no alcohol content whatsoever in this. The beer evaporates as soon as it hits the heat. So yes, kids can eat it. And 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So what we're gonna do first is prepare oil for our chips because we're gonna fry our chips first. So here I'm using vegetable oil, and you can use any oil, peanut oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, whatever. And I'm gonna place my heat on low, and a few minutes before I put my chips in, I'm gonna bring it up to medium heat. Now while your oil is heating up, you're gonna also bring a pot of water to a boil, just enough for your chips to fit in. And once that pot comes to a boil, you're gonna reduce it to a simmer. Okay, so let's cut up our potatoes. You're gonna need about 8 potatoes, and you're gonna slice them evenly into nice sized chips, not too thin, not too thick. And we're gonna go over to our pot of water that's simmering, and we're gonna add in our chips. And we're gonna let them cook for exactly 60 seconds. No more, no less, 60 seconds. And while you wait, go ahead and bring your heat up to your oil, medium heat. All right, once 60 seconds are up, go ahead and drain those chips and set them on either a towel or bowl to dry them. And when your oil is hot enough, go ahead and add in your chips. Now, we're only gonna fry these for exactly 4 minutes. And then we're gonna remove them from the pan and onto a towel or a bowl, whatever, to dry them. And we're gonna turn up our heat to about medium high, and we're gonna place those chips back into that oil, and we're gonna let it cook until you see that nice golden color, about 3 to 6 minutes. Now the reason for this method is to control the brownness of our fries without overcooking them / burning them. And there you have it, fresh, good old chips, or as us Americans say, French fries. Okay, so now let's get on to our fish. So what you're gonna do is season your fish with about a pinch of black pepper, and that's all we're gonna use. And we're gonna move on to making our beer batter. Now in a mixing bowl, you wanna add in your flour and your beer. Now you want your batter to mimic pancake batter. You don't want it runny or too thick, kind of like pancake batter. So if you think you've added too much beer, just add more flour. You really can't mess this up, it's so easy. And once your beer is added, go ahead and start whisking. Now here's where our salt comes in. You're gonna add in very little, about 1 to 3 pinches is all you need. And we're gonna whisk that in, and now it's time to start dipping that fish. Alright, so go ahead and coat your fish in your batter, and we're gonna place them in the same oil that we used for our chips. So our oil should be nice and hot, medium heat, and we're gonna fry them for 4 to 5 minutes until it gets that nice golden brown color. Alright, y'all ready? Bam! Fish and chips at its finest. Perfect texture, perfect flavor. It really is a taste out of this world.
Alright, that's a wrap, guys. If you try this recipe out, let me know comments below. Thanks for doing Cooking with Jen.